Students, my name is Afreen and today we'll be discussing about informal letter writing. Many students make a mistake of ignoring the writing skill section. We need to keep in mind that writing skill is an important element of English paper. This lecture will simplify the way of informal letter writing. Today, I would be teaching you to write a letter according to the Maharashtra State Board pattern. According to the SSC board, we need to write the address at the right side, and that's over here. As I told you, the address has to be written over the right side. Each line has to be directly underneath the previous line. I always suggest students to have an address, to design an address in such a way, in a simpler way, so that you can have this address and use this address in all the English exam papers, whether it is the semester paper, the unit test or the test papers. Have an address with you, simplify it and design it in an easier way and use that address so you get a practice how to use this address in your paper. Like I have designed the simple address over here, which is easy and can be used in each paper. What you need to keep in mind, one more thing, is that when you write an address, see that you measure 7 centimeter distance from the left side and start writing the address. This will give you sufficient space for writing an address. Like over right side, you just take a scale, measure 7 centimeters distance and start writing. Now 7 centimeter will give you a sufficient space for writing a medium address or a smaller address as well. So there are no scratches, no errors, nothing sort of it. Now one more thing is that take extra precaution to make sure that there are no careless mistakes, cancellation on any turn-offs that will ruin your paper, that will give a bad impression about your paper. After that, after the address comes the salutation. The salutation here is Dear Pooja. Students tend to put a comma after dear. You need to put a comma after the first name of the person, whoever you are writing it. Maybe dear uncle, comma, dear auntie, comma, dear Pooja, dear anyone, your friend's name. So take care not to put a comma after dear, but after the first name of a friend. Now the main problem is getting started with the letter writing. Comes the first paragraph over here. I always suggest students to have some lines with you that will help you to go ahead with your letter writing. Like here, I have given some lines. How are you doing? I hope all of you are doing fine. Hope this letter finds you in good health and cheerful spirits. It was nice to hear from you after a long time. Now these are the general statements that are used to start a letter, and you can use one or two of these. That will save your time. You can put up these sentences in most of the informal letters. So that one extra minute and extra second will be saved, and it will give you a bit of confidence to put into other matter of the letter. Now some things like you have to refer the question for it, but at least these sentences will help you to be error free, to be grammatically correct at the beginning of the letter. So you can pause up and just see those lines or learn those lines. Even if you're using 1, 2, it's fine. You're not going to use all of these lines, of course. You can use 2, 3 of these sentences and write up the first paragraph along with the content given in the letter. Next comes the second paragraph. Not even for second paragraph. Now the second paragraph is mostly based on the question. If the question is like, write a letter to your mother or to your friend to just to thank him for the help he has given you in studies. Now you can start writing that I'm writing to inform you about. You can use such statements. I'm writing to state, I'm writing to give an account of, I'm just writing to let you know that I'm so grateful and thankful for the help you have given. Now these are the statements which you can use for the second paragraph. I'm writing to tell you about. Or suppose if you want to apologize someone because you have done something. So you can start the second paragraph, I'm very sorry about, or you can like, I'd like to apologize for. Or if you want to ask for help, I'd be really grateful if you could. I was wondering if you would give me a hand with. I was wondering if you would do me a favor. Or suppose you want to write the second paragraph and you have to express some satisfaction. I was over the moon to hear about your success or anything like that. I was thrilled to find out that I was awarded or you were awarded. So these are the things that will help you to write the second paragraph. You can pause and speed up. These are the general statements used in the second paragraph of the letter. And comes the third paragraph. Again, for third paragraph, you have to summarize whatever it is in one or two lines and then add one or two of these sentences which I have given you over here. First is, I am looking forward to hearing from you. I can't wait to hear from you. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. See you soon. Let me know what your plans are. I hope to be hearing from you soon. Send my love to. Give my regards to. All these statements will help you to just wind up the third paragraph. When you learn and go all these things, especially for the students who find writing skills difficult, at least you can get marks by adding few of these sentences, some of these sentences, and mix up with the topic which is given in the question and have a little better content in the letter. And then you end by saying yours loving XYZ. You don't need not put an apostrophe after S. You need not put an apostrophe over here. You just write YOURS loving, comma, and below XYZ. And if there is a name mentioned in the question, you need to write that name over there. And then this way your letter may look. The letter has to be in proper alignment. The address and everything, even this yours loving, everything has to be in proper format, one below the other over here. That's all. Thank you.